Okay, then please type the attendance. Okay, then today we are starting our new lesson. That is 9th chapter, algebraic expressions and identities. Did you heard about algebraic expressions or identities? Anything? Any idea? Okay, we have learned about algebraic equations, isn't it? That is, equation involving variables are known as algebraic equations. But here it is algebraic expressions. Then, what is the difference between equation and expression? Or what is an equation? An equation is a statement containing equal to sign. But in the case of expression, there need not be an equal to sign. That is in your textbook page number 137. There are some examples of expression. That is x plus 3, 2y minus 5, 2x square, 4xy plus 7, etc. Here we can see that there is no equal to sign. If we put an equal to sign with that, we can call it as an algebraic equations. That is the difference between equation and the expression. That is, can you say an example for an expression, Sean? Algebraic expression. For an example.
Is it clear ആവുന്നില്ല?
Sound disturbance ആണോ? Okay, then can you say one example for an expression, algebraic expression? Can you say? 10x plus 5 is an expression, example for algebraic expression. And what about another one? We can say many expressions or many expressions in case of algebraic form or other forms. That is, here it is a representation of number line and an expression. Here, considering the expression x plus 5. Sean?
Clear ആവുന്നില്ല.
Clear ആവുന്നില്ല?
ഭയങ്കര സൗണ്ട് അപ്പോഴത്തെ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ നിന്ന്.
What about now?
അപ്പോഴത്തെ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ ഭയങ്കര സൗണ്ടാ.
ക്ലാസ്സിന്റെ അല്ലേ, അതൊന്നും ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല മോനെ. മാക്സിമം കോൺസെൻട്രേറ്റ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുക കേട്ടോ.
ഒന്നും തിരിയുന്നില്ല മിസ് പറയുന്നത്.
So here it is a number line and an expression. Consider the expression x plus 5. Then let us say the variable x has a position. Here x is the variable in this expression and we are going to represent that x plus 5 in that number line. You can see in your textbook it is given. That is, we are starting with 0 and after the measure x, we are placing the point x, capital X, and after that we are moving with a 5 unit, then it becomes p. That is, capital X may be wherever on the number line, but it is definite and that value of x plus 5 is given by a point p. Isn't it? That is, we don't know the value of x. As x changes, we can say the point p will also change. That is, if x equal to 1, what would be the value of p? If x equal to 1, then it becomes 6. P is at the point 6. That is, as the number changes or the variable changes, we can also the value of p also changes. That is, 5 value of x plus 5 is given by a point p, 5 unit right of x. Similarly, what about the value of x minus 5, x minus 4? It will be 4 unit to the left of x. That is, minus means left side and plus means right side. And we know what about number lines and the number line system. And what about the position of 4x and 4x plus 5? 4x and 4x plus 5. Here, X unit is chosen. 4x means 4 times x unit. 4 times x unit means we are moving with the right side, and then we have to add 5 more units. Then we have to move on the right side 5 more units. Then become 4x plus 5. So this is the system for number line or representing expression in number line. Did you get the idea? X ഇത്രയും ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് ആണ് എക്സ്. ആ ഒരു ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് നമ്മൾ ജസ്റ്റ് ഈ ഒരു ക്യാപിറ്റൽ എക്സ് വെച്ച് നൊട്ടേറ്റ് ചെയ്തു എന്ന് മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ. സ്മോൾ ലെറ്റർ എക്സ് ആണ് വാരിയബിൾ. വാരിയബിൾസ് എപ്പോഴും ചൂസ് ചെയ്യുക സ്മോൾ ലെറ്റേഴ്സിലാണേ. ഓക്കെ, then next one, terms, factors and coefficients. Did you heard about these three terms? Terms, factors and coefficient. Did you heard about these words? For expressing terms, factors and coefficient, we are starting with an expression 4x plus 5. This expression is made up of two terms. Which are the two terms here? 4x and 5. That is, in the case of the expression 4x plus 5, it contains two terms. First term is 4x and the second term is 5. That is, terms are added to form expression. Okay, then what is terms? Terms are added to form expression. Or expression agathe oro എന്താ പറയാ, ഓരോ ടേംസ് തന്നെയല്ലേ നമ്മൾ അതിനെ പറയാ. അതിനെയാണ് ടേംസ് എന്ന് പറയാ. ഓരോ എക്സ്പ്രഷൻ അകത്ത് വരുന്ന ഓരോ നമ്മൾ ആഡ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഓരോന്നും അത് ഓരോന്നിനെയാണ് ടേംസ് എന്ന് സൂചിപ്പിക്കുക. ദാറ്റ്സ് terms themselves can be formed as the product of factors. Terms themselves can be formed as the product of factors. Then what is factors? That is, the term 4x is the product of factors 4 and x. Okay, that is for the expression 4x, which are the factors? 4 and x are the factors. That is, the term 5 is made up of just one factor, that is 5 itself. That is 5 into 1, 5. So the expression 7xy minus 5x has two terms. 7xy minus 5x. How many variables are there? 7xy minus 5x. I am not asking about terms. I am asking about variables. Two variables. That is, x and y are the variables here. That is, two terms. There are two terms. That is 7xy and minus 5x. 7xy and minus 5x are the two factors. And the term 7xy is the product of factors 7x and y. And similarly, the numerical factor of the term is called a numerical coefficient or simply coefficient. Then, what do you mean by coefficient? The numerical factor of the term. Then, in the case of 7xy, which is the coefficient? The numerical factor is 7. So, in the case of 7xy, 7 is the coefficient. Also, what about minus 5x? Which is the numerical term there, or numerical factor there? Minus 5. Minus 5 into x. That is minus 5. So, minus 5 is the coefficient here. So, did you get the idea about factors, terms and coefficient? Terms means terms are added to form expression. And what about factors? For each term, we can find factors by multiplying it. That is, in the case of 5x, 5 into x. That is, 5 and x are the factors of that term. And what about the coefficient? The numerical factors of expression or numerical factors of terms are known as numerical coefficient or simply coefficient itself. That is the difference between terms, factors and coefficient. These are the basic concepts about expressions. And next session, monomial, binomial and polynomial. What is it? Monomial, binomial and polynomial. Did you know what about mono, binom and poly and so on? The terms indicates. Mono means single or one. What about bi? Bi means two. And what about poly? Poly means multiple. Okay. So here we are dealing with the monomials, binomials, and polynomials. That is, expression that contains only one term is called a monomial. Mono means one. That so an expression containing only single term or one term is known as monomial. Then what about binomial? Two terms. That is expression containing two terms. That is expression that contains two terms is called a binomial. And tri means three. Similarly, the expression containing three terms is known as trinomial. Trinomial. And so on. In general, an expression containing one or more term with a non-zero coefficient. Non-zero coefficient means? What is coefficient? The numerical factor that should be non-zero. That is the expression containing one or more terms with a non-zero coefficient is called a polynomial. And one more condition is given in the bracket, with variable having non-negative integers as exponent. What do you mean by exponent? Sean? Did you know what is exponent? Did you heard about exponents? We have learned about square numbers, cube numbers, and so on. So that is, in the case of square numbers, what should be the exponent there? X raised to 2. The power is itself known as exponents. Okay. Or in the case of cube numbers, it is 3. Okay. So we have learned about monomial, binomial, trinomial, and polynomial. Monomial means an expression containing only single term or one term. And in the case of two terms, it is known as binomial. And in the case of three terms, it is known as trinomial, and so on. Generally, we are considering the term polynomial having an expression containing one or more term with a non-zero coefficient. Also, a polynomial may contain any number of terms, one or more than one. Okay, generally, we can call a polynomial as, an expression as polynomial if it containing one or greater than one terms or one or more terms. That is, here it is some example for monomial, binomial, trinomial, and polynomial. What is the example for monomial given here? 4x square. That is, it contains only one term, 4x square. And in the case of 3xy, it contains two variables, but it contains only one term. And again, minus 7z, it is it contains one term. And then 5x square, 10y, minus 9, 82m and p, etc. They are all contains only single terms. That's why they are known as monomials. And in the case of binomial, we should have two terms. That is a plus b. There are two terms. First term is a and second term is b. And what about 4l plus 5m? 4l is the first term, 5m is the second term. Similarly, a plus 4. In a plus 4, a is the first term and 4 is the second term. And 5 minus 3xy. 5 is the first term, minus 3xy is the second term. And z square minus 4y square. Z square is the first term and minus 4y square is the second term, etc. Then examples of trinomials. Trinomials means we should have expression containing three terms. That is, for example, a plus b plus c. A is the first term, b is the second term, and c is the third term. And 2x plus 3y minus 5. 2x is the first term, 3y is the second term, and minus 5 is the third term. And what about x square y minus xy square plus y square? First term is x square y, and the second term is minus xy square, and the third term is y square. And in the case of polynomial, we have, what about the number of terms in case of polynomials? One or more than one. That is a plus b plus c plus d. It contains four terms. And what about 3xy? It contains only one term. And 7xy minus 10. It contains two terms. That is, then 2x plus 3y plus 7z, etc. It contains three terms. So in the case of polynomials, it is a general term. Polynomial is a general term indicating an expression containing one or more one term or more than one term. So it is a general name, polynomial. So we are replacing the term expression with the polynomials. Expression is itself known as polynomials. Expression containing one or more than one terms. Okay. So here is a try this box. Classify the following polynomials as monomial, binomial, and trinomial. What about minus z plus x? Sorry, minus z plus 5. It is a monomial, binomial, or trinomial. It is binomial, isn't it? Because it contains two terms. Then what about x plus y plus z? It is trinomial. It containing three terms. And what about y plus z plus 100? It is again trinomial. And what about AB minus AC? It is binomial. And what about 17? It is monomial. It contains only one term. That is 17 only. So, second question. Construct three binomials with only x as a variable. Binomial means it must contain two terms. So, we have to construct three binomials with only x as the variable. 3x plus 1, 3x plus 2, 5x plus 10, 7x plus 4, or 7x minus 2. These are all examples for binomials containing x as the only variable. And what about three binomials with the x and y as variable? X plus y, 2x plus y, 3x plus 5y, 3x minus 2y. These are all examples for binomials with the x and y as variables. And three monomials with the x and y as variable. Monomial means only one term, that is xy. It's a monomial. And what about 3xy? Minus 5xy, 5xy. These are all examples for monomials with the x and y as variable. And two polynomials with the four or more terms. Two polynomials with the four or more terms. A plus B plus C plus D plus E. Four or more terms we just want. That is 4x plus 3y plus 5 plus z. Or more any more terms. That is, we must contain four or more terms. That's it. Okay, did you get the idea about polynomials? That is, we have started with the algebraic expression and identities. That is, expression means we are just removing the equal to parts of the equation. Then we get the expression. And we have classified or we have studied about terms, factors, and coefficients of an expression. And then we have categorized the expression in case of the number of terms. That is monomials, binomials, and polynomials. Monomial means only an expression containing a single term, and binomial means an expression containing two terms, and trinomial means an expression containing three terms. And generally we are chosen the term polynomial for indicating an expression containing one or more than one terms. And then like and unlike terms. I think you are familiar with like and unlike fractions. Like and unlike fractions. Here we are moving with like and unlike terms. Then look at the following expression. We have given some expression, page number 138. 7x, 14x, minus 13x, 5x square, 7y, 7xy, minus 9y square, minus 9x square, minus 5yx. Then in this case, like terms from these are. We have to write the like terms. Here, some examples are given for us. That is 7x, 14x, minus 13x are like terms. Why did you say they are like terms? Also, second example is 5x square and minus 9x are like terms. Again, third one, 7xy and minus 5yx are like terms. And there is a question. Why are 7x and 7y are not like? You just look at the examples of like terms. Here, in the case of like terms, the variables must be equal. That is the first example, 7x, 14x, minus 13x, and so on. Here it is, only coefficients are changing. Variables are remain same. And in the case of 5x square and minus 9x square, variables are x square, where the coefficients are only changing, that is 5 and minus 9. And in the case of last example also, x and y are the variables here. Coefficients are 7 and minus 5. And in the case of 7x and 7y, the coefficients are same, but the variables are different. That is, in the first case it is x, and the second case it is y. And in the case of 7x and 7xy, here it is again, coefficients are same, but variables are different. The first case it is x, and the second case it is x and y. And the third case, y are 7x and 5x square. Here, x and x square, they are different variables. First variable is x and second variable is x square. So they are not like. Then there is a try this box. Write two terms which are like 7xy. Can you say two terms which are like to 7xy? 5xy. And one more example, Sean.
6xy.
6xy. That is, variables are remaining same and we are just changing the coefficient. And what about 4mn square? 5mn square, 7mn square, 6mn square, so on. And what about 2l? 3l, 4l, 5l, 1l, and so on. So we are keeping our variable same and changing the coefficient only. Okay. Then here we are starting the important section, that is addition and subtraction of algebraic expression. Okay, we are familiar with the addition and subtraction of integers and rational numbers and so on. Here we are considering the addition and subtraction of algebraic expression. For that, we are considering two expressions. That is, first one is 7x square. 7x, I'm just writing square as itself. 7x square plus, 7x square minus 4x plus 5. Here it is the first expression, and the second expression is 9x minus 10. Here we have two expressions. First one is 7x square minus 4x plus 5, and the second one is 9x minus 10. നമ്മൾ സാധാരണ നമ്പേഴ്സ് എങ്ങനെയാ ആഡ് ചെയ്യാ? സാധാരണ നമ്പേഴ്സ് എങ്ങനെയാ ആഡ് ചെയ്യാ? വൺസ് പ്ലേസിലെ നമ്പേഴ്സ് ആഡ് ചെയ്യും, then ടെൻസ് പ്ലേസ്, അങ്ങനെയല്ലേ പോവാ. സോ ഇവിടെ എക്സ്പ്രഷൻസ് ആഡ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴും നമ്മൾ കീപ്പ് ചെയ്യേണ്ട ഒരു മെത്തേഡ് ഉണ്ട്. സെയിം വാരിയബിൾസിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ ഒരുമിച്ച് ആഡ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. അതുപോലെ കോൺസ്റ്റന്റിനെ ഒരുമിച്ച് ആഡ് ചെയ്യാം. ഇവിടെ ഏതൊക്കെയാ കോൺസ്റ്റന്റ്സ്? ഫസ്റ്റ് എക്സ്പ്രഷനിലെ കോൺസ്റ്റന്റ് 5ഉം സെക്കൻഡ് എക്സ്പ്രഷനിലെ കോൺസ്റ്റന്റ് -10ഉം. അപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ ആദ്യം അതിനെ ഒരുമിച്ച് വെക്കാം. നമ്മൾ അങ്ങനെയല്ല എക്സ്പ്രഷൻ എഴുതാം, കോൺസ്റ്റന്റ് ലാസ്റ്റിൽ എഴുതാം. അപ്പൊ അത് വെച്ച് നമ്മൾ ഇവിടെ അറേഞ്ച് ചെയ്യുന്നു. ദെൻ നെക്സ്റ്റ് വരുന്ന കോഎഫിഷ്യന്റ് ആരാ? വാരിയബിൾ ആരാ? എക്സ് അല്ലേ? എക്സിന്റെ എത്ര ടേംസ് ഉണ്ട്? -4x ഉണ്ട്, 9x ഉണ്ട്. ദെൻ നെക്സ്റ്റ് എക്സ് സ്ക്വയർ ഉണ്ട്, 7x സ്ക്വയർ ഉണ്ട്. സെക്കൻഡ് എക്സ്പ്രഷനിലെ എക്സ് സ്ക്വയറിന്റെ ടേംസ് ഉണ്ടോ? ഇല്ല, 0 ടേംസ് ആണുള്ളത്. സോ നമുക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെ എഴുതാം, 7x square minus 4x plus 5. That is the first expression. Plus 9x minus 10. First നമ്മൾ എവിടുന്ന് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യാ? We have to start with the constant term. Constant terms add ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ what happen? plus 5 minus 10. What should be the sum? plus 5 minus 10. Is it plus 5 or minus 5? Minus 5. It become -5. And what about minus 4x plus 9x? Minus 4x plus 9x. The largest coefficient is 9 and it is positive. That is 9 minus 4 is 5. Then we can say it as plus 5x. That is 5x minus 5. And here it is, we have one, which is the next term. 7x square is remaining same. That is 7x square plus 5x plus 5. This is the sum of two expressions. That is, we are adding two expression in which similar or like terms are adding. Like terms means എന്താ like terms? ഒരേ വേരിയബിൾ ഉള്ള ടേംസ്. അപ്പൊ അങ്ങനെ ഒരേ വേരിയബിൾ ഉള്ള ടേംസ് തമ്മിൽ ആഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ടാണ് നമ്മൾ രണ്ട് എക്സ്പ്രഷൻസ് ആഡ് ചെയ്യുക. Then what about subtraction? അങ്ങനെയാണ് സബ്ട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? ഒരേപോലെയുള്ള ലൈക്ക് ടേംസ് ഇല്ലേ, ലൈക്ക് ടേംസ് തമ്മിൽ സബ്ട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്യുക. ഇതേ ടേംസ് ആണ് ചൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നതെന്ന് വിചാരിച്ചോ. Then what happens? 7x square minus 4x plus 5 minus 9x minus 10 plus 5 minus of minus 10, it become plus 10. Then what happens? 5 plus 10 is equal to 15. Constant term become 15. And what about minus 9x minus 4x minus 9x? Minus 4x minus 9x is minus 13x. Then what about 7x square? There is no terms or no term containing x square in the case of second expression. So we can write 7x square as itself. That is 7x square minus 13x plus 15. So did you get the idea about addition and subtraction? So in both cases, what we are actually doing here? The like terms are added or subtracted. In the case of addition and subtraction. That is, here it is an example. Add 7xy plus 5yx minus 3zx and 4yz plus 9zx minus 4y and one more term minus 3xz plus 5x and minus 2xy. First of all, we have to write the expressions. That is, the expressions are, first one is 7xy plus 5yx yz minus 3zx. This is the first expression. And the second expression is 4yz plus 9xz. Okay, 9zx and then minus 4y. This is the second expression. And the last expression is minus 3xz plus 5x minus 2xy. These are the two expressions we have given and we have to add them. In the case of addition, what we have to discuss or what we have to observe? The like expression or like terms have to be added. Look at here, 7xy. Which is the like term of 7xy? Minus 2xy. 7xy and minus 2xy. And is there any other like terms? No. And so for more easy, we are just arranging it as, that is, this minus 2xy is placed here. Minus 2xy. Okay, so 7xy and minus 2xy. These are the two like terms. And what about 5 plus 5yz? Just look at here. Here it is a 4yz, isn't it? So we can place it as here, 4yz. And is there any other terms? In the case of yz, no. So we can move it here. And next one, xz. Xz or zx, they are equal. So how many terms are here in the case of xz or zx?
3.
Minus 3zx plus 9zx and then minus 3
Minus x.
z. These are the factors. And what about y? Is there is any terms containing y as the variable? No. And again, similarly, there is no term containing x as the variable. So here it is the case of addition. So we can add it as 7xy plus minus 2xy. 7xy plus minus 2xy gives
No.
എവിടുന്ന് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യാം നമുക്ക്, കാരണം ഇത് വാരിയബിൾസ് അല്ലേ. ഏത് കേസിൽ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്താലും പ്രശ്നമില്ല. ഇപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ കറക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട് അറേഞ്ച് ചെയ്തല്ലോ. സോ 7xy plus minus
Minus
2xy.
9xy.
Is it minus 9?
9xy.
Plus 7 minus
Plus
2.
9xy.
Plus 7 minus 2. It become plus 5. That
Plus
is
9.
plus 7 ഉം minus 2 അല്ലേ ആഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. അപ്പൊ ലാർജസ്റ്റ് നമ്പർ ഏതാ? 7. ലാർജസ്റ്റ് നമ്പറിന് സ്മോളസ്റ്റ് നമ്പർ സബ്ട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്യാം. അപ്പൊ എന്ത് വരും? 7 minus 2 5 plus 5. So it become 5xy plus 5xy. Then look at next terms, that is yz. 5yz plus 9yz. 5yz plus 9yz means 5yz plus 4yz. Which are the variables, coefficients here? നമുക്ക് ഈ കേസിൽ കോഎഫിഷ്യൻസ് മാത്രം ആഡ് ചെയ്തു ഇതാ മതി, കാരണം വാരിയബിൾസ് സെയിം അല്ലേ. കോഎഫിഷ്യന്റ് ആഡ് ചെയ്യുക, എന്നിട്ട് വാരിയബിൾ അതുപോലെ പ്ലേസ് ചെയ്യാം. പ്ലസ് 5 plus 4 9 കിട്ടും. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് 9yz. Then what about xz? minus 3 plus 9 minus 3. How many minus 3s are there? 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 gives minus 6. That is 9 minus 6 equal to plus 3. That is plus 3xz. And what about minus 4y? There is no other term, so we can place it as minus 4y. Similarly, minus 5x. So this is the sum of these three expressions. 5xy plus 9yz plus 3xz minus 4y plus 5x. This is the sum of these three terms. Okay. So it is given in your textbook itself in page number 139.
Miss specified.
Yes. Example 1. Page number 139, example 1. Okay, see, similarly, here is a question for subtracting. That is, subtract example 2. Subtract 5x square minus 4y square plus 6y minus 3 from 7x square minus 4xy plus 8y square plus 5x minus 3y. So first of all, we have to write the expression. That is, which are the expressions here? 5x square 5x square minus 4y square
plus 6y minus 3.
4y square plus 6y minus 3. This is the first expression. And the second expression is 7x square
Plus 7 square minus 4xy plus
minus 4xy
8y square
plus 8y square
plus
plus 5x
minus 3xy.
minus 3y. So these are the two expressions. So first of all, we have to find the like terms. Which are the like terms here? Here 7x square 5x square. These are the like terms. And what about 4y square? 8y square. And what about 6y? Minus 3y. And what about 5x? There is no like terms. And what about minus 4xy? There is another, there is no like term. And similarly, there is no constant term. So first of all, 7x square and 5x square we can keep together. And then 8y square and 4y square. So minus 4xy can be placed here. Minus 4xy. And what about 6y? It is 3y. That is minus 3y. Sorry, which is the term we have moved here, plus 5x. Plus 5x can be written here. And again, here it is no term according to minus 3. So this is the corresponding terms. While subtracting, what happened? 5x square minus 7x square. 5x square minus 7x square. Or നമുക്ക് തിരിച്ച് സബ്ട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്താലും പ്രശ്നമില്ല. ഇവിടെ ഇങ്ങനെ ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്കിൽ തിരിച്ചാണ് സബ്ട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്തത്. That is 7x square minus 4xy. Okay, what is the question? Subtract 5x square minus 4y from which is the first placing. So first of all, we have to place the second expression in the first. That is the question is we have to subtract 5x square minus 4y plus 6y minus 3 from 7x square. Okay. So first of all, we have to write this here. So first, the second expression is the corresponding expression 5x square. 5x square plus, is there is any y square term? 4y square. That is 4y square. And then it is 6y. That is plus 6y. Then there is no term of for minus 4xy or x. So we can write a minus 3 here. So while subtracting, what happens? 7x square minus 5x square is equal to 2x square.
2x square.
2x square. And what about 8y square and the 4y square? 8y square minus 4y square is equal to
4y square.
Okay, just a second. 7x square minus 4xy, isn't it? 7x square minus 4xy. It was the question. And it is 8y square. Okay. Just a minute. Minus 4y. Sorry, it is sorry, it is plus and it is 4. It was a mistake. Okay, minus 4y. So then what about plus 8 square minus 4y square? Minus minus become plus. Then what happened? How many y squares are there? 8 plus 4 is equal to 12. Then plus 12y square. Then what about 3y minus 3y minus 6y? How many y's are there? Minus 3 minus 6. It become minus 9y. And what about 4xy? We can just replace it as minus 4xy and then plus 5x. Sorry. Yes, that is it. Minus 5x plus 5x and then what about minus 3? It is given in here. That is 0 minus minus 3. Then it become plus 3. Did you get the idea of it become plus 3? That is, it is subtracting. Then minus of minus become plus. That's why it become plus 3. That is, it is in the case of addition and subtraction of algebraic expression. Okay, did you get the idea?
Miss,
Yes.
answer is wrong.
Answer wrong ആണോ? എങ്ങനെയാ wrong ആയത്?
2x
Order
square minus 4xy plus
4xy നമുക്ക്
4y.
ഇവിടെ ഉണ്ടല്ലോ. This is 4xy. നമ്മൾ ആ ഓർഡർ ജസ്റ്റ് ചേഞ്ച് ചെയ്തേ ഉള്ളൂ. ആൻസർ is സെയിം. Okay, 2x square minus 4xy plus 12y and then plus 5x minus 9y plus 3. That's it. ഓർഡർ ചേഞ്ച് ചെയ്തു മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ. ആൻസർ സെയിം ആണ്. ഓർഡർ എങ്ങനെ മാറിയാലും പ്രശ്നമില്ല. ടേംസ് ഉണ്ടായാൽ മതി. എക്സ്പ്രഷൻസ് നമ്മൾ അങ്ങനെയല്ലേ പറഞ്ഞത്, ടേംസ് ആഡ് ചെയ്താണ് എക്സ്പ്രഷൻസ് ഉണ്ടാവുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ അല്ലേ? ഓക്കെ, നമുക്ക് എന്നാ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ക്ലാസ്സിൽ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യാം. നന്നായിട്ട് വായിച്ചിട്ട് വരണേ ഇതുവരെ എടുത്തത് നെക്സ്റ്റ് ക്ലാസ്സിൽ. ഓക്കെ
Thank you, Miss.
ഓക്കെ.